Hi, welcome to my channel, Take Tarot. Today is Thursday, November 6th, 2025. I gotta get my charger, hold on. Alright, so before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling cards. Hopefully this is gonna be a quick one. I feel like I can't drink enough water lately. So I'm gonna start off with House of the Night, and then jump into Tarot. I'll get like 3. The first card that came out is the Moon Reverse. So I feel like someone's not listening to their intuition. This could be someone who's having trouble with their femininity. This could be a woman. But this too could also be a masculine energy that's having trouble with like the feminine. Because we all have feminine and masculine energies within us, okay? So something is overly masculinized. I highly doubt that's a word. There's an imbalance. Someone is dealing with some sort of imbalance, and it's really interfering with their intuition. Okay, because for some reason it's giving me too much masculine energy. And this could be a feminine that's operating in like heavy masculine energy, and it's causing an imbalance within them, which is why they're having trouble with their intuition. All right, because I feel like the intuition, the psychic, all that, it's more feminine energy. Okay. So yeah. Could be a Cancer or a Pisces feminine. I'm gonna show you the card. It's the Moon, but it came out in reverse. On the bottom of the deck it says obedience. Yeah, I don't think that's you. I don't think you have an issue being obedient to the Most High God. Whoever this person is, they've been pushing God out. They've been ignoring their intuition, and the problem with that, the dangers of that, I should say actually, is that the more you have a disregard for your intuition, the more you don't listen to it, the more you kind of push it to the side, the more you're like, whatever. God's like, okay, well, then you obviously don't need this. Let me just take it back. I'll take it back, right? I was actually getting the energy of Indian Giver yesterday as well. All right. I know that's like a bad term to use because it's like stereotypical, but basically it was kind of like someone who gives a gift and then takes it back. All right. I don't know who this individual is, but they could have a habit of doing that. They'll give you something, and either they'll A, hold it over your head, or B, they'll take it back. Alright? I feel like this is someone who operates in that energy a lot, and so it's kind of like happening to them. Oof, that's a lot. Me oh my. The High Priestess of Fire. This could be a fire sign, or you could be a fire sign. An Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or you, this is the thing, the difference between you and this woman, you got cycles in reverse, is that you're not repeating the same cycles because you know who you are, you have your confidence, you know where you're going, right? Unlike this person who, now we have the High Priestess of Fire we saw, right? And the cycles reverse, so you're not repeating cycles, right? And the best thing about that is you know who you are, you know where you're going, you're confident. So your energy is like solidified, it's still, all right, solid. Whoever this energy over here is, not only do they not know who they are, but they don't really know how to listen to their intuition, okay? And if this is a feminine, this is a feminine comparing themselves to another feminine who knows who they are, who has true confidence, who knows where they're going, who knows what they're doing in their lives, all right? So essentially this would be like a distorted feminine comparing themselves to a divine feminine, okay? Someone who is more well put together, I should say, all right? I'm getting he said, she said. So whoever this individual is, whether distorted feminine or masculine, they like to do a blame game too. They like to do a lot of he said, she said, he said, she said. All right, be very mindful of people that get into your ear and be like, oh, well, did you know she said? Oh, did you know he said? All right, because it's a lot of they do that to confuse other people, because a lot of the time they don't even know what's going on with themselves. So because you're confused, they want to confuse other people. Be careful of that. All right, don't indulge in conversations like that. It's not going to get you anywhere, I promise. Okay. Friendships forged from gossip, built off of gossip, or this could be this kind of individual, right? So be mindful of that. Someone who wants to gossip with you, that's not a friendship, right? Because if they gossip to you about other people, most likely they're gossiping about you to other people, all right? So what do we get? We got Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius so far that I'm picking up on. Fire and water energy. So there's something about being able to transmute energy. We got loyalty. And it's funny because we did see the obedience card upright on the bottom of the deck. Fragment and reverse. That is not your energy. I'm telling you right now. This is not your energy. Fragment and reverse. You're all put together. You're whole. You're not broken in pieces. 828. You're not putting your energy over here. You're not putting your energy over there. You're not, you know, you're not being that desperate social butterfly. I'm getting like a desperate social butterfly from this energy over here. Like, and with this card over here, loyalty, it's like you, because you know who you are, you have boundaries, you have standards, you know what you're gonna put up with, you know what you're not gonna put up with, right? You're confident enough to be like, I don't like that, I like this. I don't like that, I like that. And because of that, it's helping you get to where you want to go, because you know where you want to go. You know what you're going to put up with. You know what you're going to deal with. All right? You're very loyal to the divine, to yourself, right? To your future, to whatever. This individual, I don't know. To be honest with you, this individual really has no business trying to compete with this individual over here, because you're not cut from the same cloth. You're two different odds of the spectrum. All right, it's kind of like ma'am, you literally cannot compete where you do not compare. So this individual over here should really stop trying to compare themselves to this individual over here, because it's not the same. Okay, it's not the same. I don't know how much comparison you want to do. Oh, well, we have the same. At the end of the day, you're not the same. I feel like this individual over here, they're gaslighting themselves into thinking that there's some similarities, there's some you like same qualities, that you're both the same. No. Okay, stop lying to yourself. Get out of your head. Okay, whatever delusions and illusions you're putting on yourself to make yourself feel better. I hate to break it to you, but that's bad. You're getting, I don't know. Whoever this individual is, they're literally being pulled out of an illusion that they want to live in. That's not reality, ma'am or sir. Alright, so someone or the divine could be pulling them out of this weird illusion that they're trying to live in, and it's like, I don't know who told you could do that, because that's not reality. So they could be having a reality check, all right, and it's like, it's very uncomfortable for them because they don't like the reality of things. They don't like it. This could be someone, I don't know, I'm getting like heavy Pisces energy. They want to live in this delusion, fantasy land that they've created, that they've made up so bad because it's comfortable and they feel safe and it makes them feel good. But I hate to break it to you, but that's not real. And on top of that, like being in that fantasy, they're not being mindful or conscientious or conscious of the realities of who they are and the energies that they are walking in. They're not. Because they're distorted. They're not listening to their intuition. Their intuition could be yelling, banging on the door, get out of this illusion. Get out of this illusion. And they're like, I'm gonna ignore that. I feel comfortable here. But the reality is, your house is on fire. It's so nice and warm here. Yeah, because everything's burning up around you. I feel safe and it's cozy in here. Yeah, because you've literally locked yourself in a burning building. Okay, so either you gotta get out or you're gonna be pulled out and you're not gonna like the real world. It's gonna be cold to this individual. And the irony of it all is that it's November. And then what? December. And then January. And then February. The coldest month of the year. Alright? So this person, they're trying to warm themselves up with an illusion. The next 4 months are going to be hard for this individual. It's going to be hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, I just seen. Because they're trying to warm themselves up with an illusion that's not real. And you're going to... 4 months of pure bitter coldness? Come on. Right? You better get with the program now and start prepping and get those blankets and socks and... where, like, if you live where their snow is, right, bundle up and all that stuff, because the way this person's operating, they feel like they can still go outside in a shirt and tank tops and flip-flops, and it's going to be knee-deep in snow outside. You cannot do that. You're going to get frostbite. All right? That illusion can only keep you warm for so long. I feel like I'm berating somebody. I feel like I'm like, get your shit together. Come on. I feel like I'm in that energy right now. And I don't really mean to be like that. But it's just like, come on, hello. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you doing? Come on. I don't know. I just don't know what to say to this individual. Like, we got hope reversed. Oh my gosh. This is like, I don't know what's going on with them, but they're, without this illusion that they've created for themselves, without this fantasy, they cannot operate. They can't live life. They can't live, laugh, love. I don't know if that's so cliche to say, but live, laugh, love, that's actually very fun. Live, laugh, and love. Live in your life, laugh, and love. That's like the basic white girl model, but they kind of hit with that one. Alright? But whoever this individual is, you got 2 moons in reverse. 2 moons in reverse. This individual, without their illusions and their fantasies, they are, I don't want to say this word because it's so mean, but they're kind of useless. Like, what can you do? What do you right? What are you bringing to the table? What are your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, and what are you doing to bring them into a reality? Right? Just having those dreams and fantasies, it's not enough. Because what this individual is doing is they have these dreams and these fantasies and they're living in them. They're not actually taking action to procure them from the spiritual. All right, they're not doing that. And it's crazy because this is someone who's like, and they have all these dreams and fantasies, but they do absolutely nothing in the physical. Nothing in the physical. And then this individual wants to compare themselves to you. You're loyal to your goals, your dreams, who you are, your boundaries, your standards. You're loyal to that. And this person feels like just dreaming it up is enough. No, you can't just look at a seed and be like, oh, that seed is going to grow into a tree. That seed is going to grow into a tree. You got to actually get down and do the work. Till the soil. Weed the weeds. Put the seed in. Right? Cover the soil. Water it. Make sure he's got good sunlight. Water it. Clear it up. Water it. Right? Prevent it from frostbite. Water it. You got to do the work. Right? And it's like, it's spiritual work is dirty. It's nitty-gritty, it's tough, it's hard, it's taxing, it's exhausting, it's heartbreaking, it's spirit-breaking, it's back-breaking. Spiritual work, let me tell you, it will... I can't even... Unless you have hope in your heart, you're not going to make it. You're not. Right? A lot of people will start the journey, and then the things that they've seen, the reflections, the realizations, the pain, the trauma, a lot of people, they get stuck in that part because of how taxing, how burdensome, how heavy that is. Okay? It's not sunshines and rainbows. It's not. Okay? But you got to do the work. Whoever this individual is, they don't want to actually do the work. And this is the same individual that's trying to compare themselves to you.
Moms and dads, now you can know where your kids' shoes are.
This could be a mom of yours, or a dad of yours, or a parent figure of yours, or this is a parental figure. Alright? This could be your neighbor who's the same age, who's a parent. Right? This could be that dad down the street, right, that you kind of say hello to, and they're just like, I don't know. Alright? I'm hearing from one parent to another. So somebody could be trying to give this person parental advice or parental guidance. So if this is like a parent, they could be getting, I'm getting unwarranted, unwanted parental advice, parental guidance. Alright? Which is another red flag, because it's like, if this individual has children and they're stuck in their own illusions or fantasies, and they have children, you're disregarding your priorities out here, because you want to live in a fantasy in your head. But I digress. All right, I keep burping. Sorry. Understanding in reverse. I feel like this person's not getting it. They're not getting it. It's really irritating. Okay, stay away from this individual. All right, because they're just gonna irritate you. Their lack of understanding, their lack of cognizance, their lack of awareness, their lack of conscientiousness. This also could be someone who lacks empathy as well. This is someone that I'm just like, get away from me. You need to get away from me, because you need to get away from me. This is that kind of individual. Like, have you ever met someone and was like, are you that delusional? This is that person. They are very delusional, and it's just like, there's no way someone could be that delusional. Guess again, it's possible. We're looking at it. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you, but hope. It came out in reverse. This could be a water sign. Or an earth sign. The devil. I'm really not surprised, honestly. So this could be I'm getting Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn energy. The devil outright smiling, shining like no one's business. I feel like, listen, whoever this individual is, they are like stuck in like a stasis of illusions, confusions, fantasies. And the craziest thing about it all is they truly, truly, truly do not feel, think, or see that there's anything wrong. They truly feel that way. Look at how happy this devil is. Ha ha ha, nothing wrong here, just a devil being a devil. La 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 la. This is someone who's like, they're not connected with God. This is someone who like either deliberately pushed God out or thought that pushing God out was like the best thing that they could do for themselves. But I mean, look at your life. It speaks for itself. You don't have to. One thing that you should always keep in mind is never speak on anyone's life, because their life would speak for it for you. All right, you don't have to. All right. I mean, that's what I feel and think. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the moon reversed, so we have the moon out here twice. Well, technically, we have 3 moons out here, right? Because hope in reverse, the moon reversed, and then we have the moon reversed again on the bottom of the deck, right? The first card that came out in the wisdom deck was the moon reversed. We have the moon reversed again. So this is someone who's really, 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 really not listening to their intuition. They are being operated and guided by the devil. Okay? This could be a Pisces or a Cancer. Heavy water sign energy. It's so sad because whoever this individual is, they want to move on from some sort of heartbreak that they've experienced or are experiencing. Right? But they don't know how to. They're stuck. And I feel like they're stuck because they don't know what makes them happy. They don't know who they are. The moon reversed, 6 of Swords upright, 3 of Swords reversed, 8 of Swords upright, 9 of Cups upright. Whoever this individual is, they want to be happy, but they don't know what's making them happy. And because they don't know what's going to make them happy is because they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. They're trying to live life in this fantasy or this reality, and it's not working out for them. And they're wondering why. Well, you're literally you're listening to the devil. The devil's not going to tell you how to be happy. That's not long term. That's not generational. That's not stable. All right, it's just not. Let me tell you something. The devil card seldom comes out in my readings, and when it does, it's almost always in reverse. So whoever this individual is, you really, really need to stay away from them because they're just gonna piss you off with their ignorance. This is a very ignorant individual. They're gonna piss you off. I'm telling you right now. They're gonna deliberate, and a lot of it, I feel like it's deliberate. They're deliberately going to like upset you, make you mad, and piss you off, and they're not even thinking that like this could be someone that takes joy in that, right? Takes joy in bullying people or being mean or being nasty or whatever. I don't know. It's just you really need to stay away from this individual. All right. I'm here. They're coming out with the claws. All right. Like rancid, nasty claws. This person, they're just leave them alone. I don't like using the word lost cause, but realistically, there's nothing you can do for this individual. All right, and they're always going to spend their time comparing to you, wondering why, wondering how, wondering why, wondering how. And let them. They're like stuck in a cycle of unknowing of why can't they compare themselves to you. Let them. All right, they're going to drown in that energy. And if this is the water sign, emotionally, all right, they're going to become emotionally volatile. So be cautious of this individual. Interesting. They could be an air sign, or there's something just going on with their mental health issues or mental health state. Something about this individual, it's like it's not logical. Like something is not making sense. You got the 5 of Cups out here. Something is not making sense with this individual, or like they feel like there's something that they don't understand. And because of whatever it is that they don't understand, it's really weighing on them. It's making them, like, in this negative, dark energy. We got the Devil and the 5 of Cups out here. That's heavy, heavy, dark energy. The moon reverse, hope reverse. This is heavy, dark, hopeless. Like, think of like you got 30 backpacks filled with bricks and you're wearing them. That's this energy. This individual, stay away from this individual. They are suffering, and there's nothing you can do about that because that's not your. There's nothing you can do about that. All right. We got the Ace of Pentacles. This could be somebody that wants money or thinks about money or things, materials, finances. The Empress in reverse. I knew this was a distorted feminine. Empress in reverse. This could be like a gold digger, someone who's very materialistic. The Empress is what? Libra, Taurus energy, right? I mentioned air sign because of the logics. I mentioned water sign, emotionally volatile, not using their intuition. All right. I mentioned Cancer, Capricorn. Whoever this individual is, they're very, very obsessed with you. Okay. That's dangerous. This is the level of obsession that this person has for you. I did mention that this person could be a mother figure as well. We got the Empress in reverse. The Empress is a mother figure, right? Or she's pregnant. This individual is very obsessed with you, but it's borderline dangerous obsession, okay? It's not like, oh my god, I love pink turtles, they're just so cute. It's not like that. This kind of obsession is dangerous. Alright, it's very dangerous. I'm hearing this person has a bone to pick with you. Stay away from them, alright? They want a reason to lash out on you. They want a reason to piss you off. They want a reason. It's going to make them happy. Because this person is depressed. They're feeling hopeless. They're having trouble with their femininity. They're a gold digger. They don't know what to do. They don't know who they are. This person wants to piss you off. It's going to make them feel better about their mental and emotional state. For some of you, even their financial state. For whatever reason, I don't know. It's going to make them feel better to piss you off. So you need to stay away from this individual, right? I don't think that's going to be an issue because we have loyalty that came out for you, all right? You know, like, I'm not dealing with that. Pack it up and move on because I'm not dealing with that. So I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to sit in your own misery, right? Misery loves company. You're going to have to sit in that 27/27 because I'm not, you know, you don't have to deal with that. You know, you don't have to interact. You know, you don't have to indulge in that. That's what they want. And it'll make them so happy. Look at how happy this devil is by creating chaos and confusion and projections and comparison. It'll make them so happy if they could just get under your skin. Right? It's like, delicious. Don't do it. That's all they want. It's just going to make them feel good. It's going to make them feel like, yes, I got under the collective skin. Now they know how I feel. And for all you know, dang, I was really under your skin that bad for that long. You could be oblivious to this. But you have this individual over here that's plotting and planning how to get under your skin. And you're just so unaware, so not paying attention to this person that's too busy trying to compare themselves to you. You're just like, what? When was this? This is news to me. Right? So I think that's funny. 7 of Swords upright. Be very cautious because somebody's trying to be very sneaky. Alright? They're really, 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 really trying to... I feel like they want to, like, I don't know why, but I feel like someone's, like, trying to throw darts at you or, like, trying to throw things at the back of your head, right? It's like you're in a classroom and someone throwing things at the back of your head, like spitballs or whatever, and you turn around and you don't see anyone. This is this individual. I feel like they're trying to do things to, like, irritate and bother you, and it's not working. They're obsessed with getting a reaction out of you. They're obsessed. It's so funny because they feel like they're sneaky with it, they're low with it, but it's like the energy has a signature. You know where this heavy, burdened, negative, depressive energy is coming from. You know where it's coming from. The Tower. That's funny. So whatever this individual is doing, it's only going to backfire on them. It's only going to create a Tower moment. So inevitably, the Most High God is going to step in and, you know, deal with this. We have Justice on the bottom of the deck. Alright. Scorpio, Libra energy, Tower with the Scorpio, Justice, Libra. So, whatever this energy is, it has to change. It has to change. It has to... This cannot continue. This energy, this negative, dark, downright, obsessive energy, it has to change. It can't... Wherever this energy is, if this is in your job, it has to change. If this is in your home, it has to change. If this is in your environment, it has to change. If this is in your neighborhood, it has to change. Wherever this energy is for you, it has to change. All right? I feel like you could have also transmuted this energy. Whatever this projection that this person was throwing at you, you could have also been able to, like... That's why I said... What did I say? I said the word transmute, right? I said something about transmuting. I feel like this person, they were deliberately doing this for a very long time. And the entire time they were doing this, you were transmuting the energy. Every time they threw something at you, you like moved to the side, or you caught it and like made a bird out of it, or whatever the case it is, or you were able to transmute this energy that this person was throwing at you the entire time. Why and how? Because you were able to be, because you're loyal to who you are, what you want. I got the power. Right? That's like from an old commercial. Justice. I've been getting a lot of balancing the scales lately. I feel like this person is suffering in this energy. They don't know what else to do. And you're just like, oh, more negative energy. I'll just transmute it. Ha 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 ha. And they hate that. 9 of Wands. Because you have the power to do that. You know what you're doing. You know how to transmute energy. This ain't nothing new to you. How? Because you've been doing the spiritual work. Spiritual work is tough. A lot of that has to do with transmuting energy. Okay? You got to turn a negative into a positive. That's one of the basics of basics that you learn in science class, in grade school. How to turn a negative into a positive. Alright? This is a whole negative situation. And you know, look at how happy this tower is. Right? You know how to turn this entire negative situation into a positive. And meanwhile, while you're turning this into a positive, transmuting this into a positive, this person, they're just, how can I cause them a negative today? How can I cause them a negative tomorrow? And the entire time you're just like, oh, okay, I'll just transmute that too. I'll transmute that too. I'll transmute that too. You're just constantly transmuting the energy like a flick of the hand, right? Transmute. And it's crazy because this person, they're obsessed with getting a reaction out of you. But you know where it's coming from. You know the energy. You understand it. You know where it's coming from. And you know what to do. And you have the power to do so. Right? This person, they're going to tire themselves out way before. Way before you even think about breaking a sweat. That's power. 3311. That's power. This person wants to control a narrative, a situation, a dynamic, whatever the case it is. Here's another thing. People who want true power will always try to control those that possess it. Alright? People that want power will always try to control those that truly possess it. Meaning, this person doesn't have power. If they're operating in devil-like energy, they don't have power. But they want to... I don't know what they're doing. Nine of Pentacles reverse. I told you, this is a gold digger. Very materialistic, very money. Right? Very gold digger, very materialistic. They want things. It's so crazy too because for some reason I'm getting this person, they're not that smart. Right? And if they are smart, they're not doing their intelligence a justice, or their title, or their job, or their whatever. They're not doing it. It's like you're dumb and obsessive and materialistic. This person's health is also on the line. They could be sick, or like always getting sick, or always complaining about an ailment, or always like, oh, I'm like always something new with them. It's always something new. Always, what is it today that you are sick with? What's your ailments today, right? It's like that. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Also, this individual is very codependent. Okay, 3443, very codependent. And it's crazy because it's like this person, they're living in a fantasy or an illusion. And I feel like to that extreme that they're doing that in, That's only acceptable with children. Because children, you let them live in their own little fantasy, right? You cook for them, you clean for them, you bathe them, you help them with their homework, you tuck them into bed, you get them dressed, blah, 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 whatever, right? I feel like this is a grown-ass adult who's living in a fantasy. It's very, very codependent. And it's like, what can you do by yourself? What can you do by yourself? What can you do by yourself? Not a lick of independence inside of this individual. Not a lick of independence, okay? And they want to compare themselves to you. What was it? The High Priestess of Fire? That's like straight independence. You ever met a codependent fire sign? That's dangerous. Most fire signs that I have met, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, are highly independent. Okay? Independent. They're going to do what they want to do when they want to do, and you can't tell them otherwise because that's what they want to do. Alright? This individual over here, very codependent. Not a lick of independence, and it's just like, what can you do by yourself? Like, can you stand on your own, or do you need someone to help you up? Alright? It's and then they have the audacity. I heard the caucasity. They have the audacity to compare themselves to you. Sir, ma'am, I don't think you understand what game you're trying to play here. This is not the game. These are not the joys you're looking for. This is not the game you want to play. Alright? And I feel like this person started a game and they have no idea what they... Like, imagine opening a book and you're reading the book and you have no idea what you're reading. You have no idea about the world, the language, the customs. You're just like... Right? It's like that. This is this individual. They did something or tried to get in your energy, tried to... Whatever the case, and they're just looking foolish. It's like they might as well be standing in a foreign country and like looking lost because that's how they're looking. They might as well be like out in like Thailand and just like they can't even communicate. Hello, how do I need some water. They're like foreign. They're like in a foreign land when it comes to you. And they thought they can step up to you, compare to you, compete with you. I don't know who told them that. Oh, the devil, duh. That's who told them. 2-4. The devil told them this. The devil said, yeah, you can, absolutely, you can take him, you can take her, for sure. Just I'll tell you what to do. Just listen to me, right? I'll tell you what to do. I got you. Not even knowing the devil's tearing down this individual. This person's like losing it. 7 of Wands reverse. This is so crazy too because this person they have no sense of boundaries, no sense of guard, no. First of all, too, they're not protected. All right, how can you ask God for protection when you're deliberately following the devil? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go over here, and it's the devil saying everyone's welcome, but in the fine print it says, but if you follow me, you have to say goodbye to God. And I feel like, did you not read the fine print? Are you, Nine of Pentacles reversed, are you that dumb? You didn't know? I know that sounds really mean. I know I've been really mean this entire reading. But it's just like, they don't get it. You don't understand the consequences. You don't understand that what you're doing it's pointless. Just stop. Whatever you're doing, it's not working. It's not going to work. The 7 of Wands, reverse. This is not supported by the divine, by angels, ancestors. This is also from people out here. Alright? If this person's trying to gang people up and, yeah, let's go against the collective. People are just like, let's not. Maybe not. They're not supported in this weird endeavor of theirs. It's kind of like they're alone, a sitting duck in the field, trying to attack you. But it's not, like, hidden. 9 of Wands reversed on the bottom of the deck. I feel like they have... I don't know who told them. The devil told them. The devil told them that they had the power to do this. Come to find out, 9 of Wands reversed. They don't have the power to do this. But they're stuck in this energy. They can't get out of it. They were never supported by doing this. The devil was like, yeah, you got this. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course. The guy, and then the Most High God was like, yeah, I don't think so. But you do what you want to do. That's your choice. Come to find out, it's not working, devil. The devil's like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. Try again. Who did you think you were talking to? Why would God help you attack his baby, his child, his chosen one? That's not going to happen, right? The devil's like, oh, yeah, you can do it. But then you tell the devil it's not working. The devil's like, oh, try again. I don't know what to tell you. Try again. I don't know what to tell you. Try again. I don't know what to tell you. And if you can't do it, I'll just move on to the next person. Like that, this person got dropped. All right? This is a reading. Bye.